What the
This
fuck?
next one has always...
That is Photoshop. Reapers, what's is good? It's your boy Laser, using the voice. We're back with another reaction video using the reaction content. So we continue to do that for you guys. Reacting to 5 extraordinary people with life superpowers, real life superpowers. Guys, it's crazy to think there's a Batman, or not even Batman, he's just a hero. Superman walking Earth right now. Oh, it's a bird to play super cock. Now, if you guys enjoy the reaction content, more reaction videos, features, to the like button. You subscribe to the notification bell, like, and rest. Remember, now streams are fucking amazing. Let's dive straight in this video. Number 5.
Superhumans and heroes have captured our imagination since the early 1900s, first in comic books and then in movies. But just how far from reality are these fictional characters? Although many superheroes possess powers that seem physically impossible for humans to have, there are a handful of people who can be classed as superhuman because of their mind-blowing abilities.
Superman.
And here are 5 extraordinary people where that is the case.
Superman is the most overrated hero of all time, bro. Like, I'm not saying he's bad. I think he's coolish. I think he's so overrated, bro. Like, he's literally the first person that comes to mind when people name superheroes, bro. Name a superhero. Superman, Superman, Superman. Like, so overrated. You can't say Batman. He's not a superhero.
Just for a minute, imagine being blind. Literally, close your eyes and imagine it. It's an unfortunate reality for some people, but it's remarkable how much these people's other senses accelerate to almost superhuman levels when their eyesight is no longer working.
So is this like what blind people actually see? Like, I know blind people, like, bro, I've always wondered, like, what is it actually like being blind? Like, we'll never truly know what a blind person sees because they can't, like, distinguish, like, what's, like, you know what I mean? Like, is it, like, I feel like when you cover one eye, see how, like, I don't even see black in this other eye. Like, that's, like, one of the tricks I told. They said, like, cover one eye, and that's what blind people see. So it's, like, I literally see nothing. Like, but I don't know how to explain nothing for, like, 2 eyes. Like, I'm assuming it's just black, right? I don't fucking know.
And 𝐭𝐤𝐞 is no exception. He is not only able to navigate his way around despite being completely blind, but is also a...
And I'm gonna be for real, bro. Like, if I had a choice between losing my hearing or my eyesight, definitely hearing, bro. You can do so much with your vision than hearing, man. Like, I'm gonna be for real. I think living life. I'm not saying like, I don't know, dude. I just think living blind sucks, bro. Like, there's just, I'm not talking about legally blind where like you can kind of see. I'm talking about just being straight up blind. Fuck no.
Truly inspirational man that we can all learn something from. 𝐐𝐤𝐾 was born with an aggressive form of eye cancer.
He seems happy though, so that's all that matters.
And at the age of 1, he had both his eyes removed, meaning he has not really known anything other than total blindness. But here is where the power of the human brain and body comes in. He adapted and started making clicking noises with his tongue to help him navigate his surroundings and understand his environment.
That's hell good.
It wasn't until he was 11 years old that he realized the significance of what he was doing, when a friend pointed out that it was called echolocation.
If he's happy, bro, that's all that matters.
A technique that meant as Daniel clicked his tongue, the sound of the echoes as the click bounced off surfaces meant he could identify his surroundings by the different sounds of the echoes. For example, the sound of his click bouncing off a wooden chair would sound different from it bouncing off a concrete wall. It's the same technique bats use when flying in the dark to navigate their way around, earning Daniel the nickname Batman. Remarkably, this has allowed him to almost compensate for his loss of sight, and in effect he is able to see his surroundings with the click of his tongue. He can walk around freely inside and outside, and he can even ride a bike. Sadly though, because of the clicking being seen as socially inappropriate, blind children are not encouraged to use echolocation. So Daniel has made it his mission in life to empower blind people to use this technique and for it to become socially acceptable to everyone. He is a true legend and an inspiration. Not only has he instinctively adapted his ability, he's also empowering and helping others and making the most of what he's got, which is something all of us take for granted at times.
He's probably living more happy than people that are...
𝐷𝐞𝐾𝐲. You know what I mean? If you've ever run a marathon, or even a half marathon, you'll know it's tough.
Marathon.
So imagine running 50...
Why do you say like that, marathon? Bro, marathon is like, I've run 1 marathon in my life, dude. Oh, no. But like, what's considered a marathon? Like, anything over like a mile, right? That's what a marathon is, right? Yeah, but it's like, dude, I ran a marathon before. Oh, man. That shit. Dude, you want to know a fun fact, bro? I actually placed in 90th, like, out of 1,000 people in a marathon one time. Dead serious. I'm putting my life on it. I placed top 100, bro. And out of 1,000 people. That's pretty good if you ask me.
50 marathons in 50 different US states on 50 consecutive days. Even for an elite marathon runner, that would be a struggle. So when 𝐷𝐞𝐾𝐲 did that in 2006, he defined the capabilities of the human body.
That's pretty
But
good.
Dean is no ordinary man. He is an ultramarathon man and appears to possess superhuman powers when it comes to this activity. Unlike even the most experienced athletes, Dean has the ability to run for 3 days and 3 nights without stopping or needing to sleep.
GOAT.
As a child, he appeared to have been born with the ability to run much further than his friends, but as he grew up, he stopped running altogether, found himself in a job he hated, and turned into a beer-drinking, unhappy man.
What?
Then something changed. While celebrating his 30th
This is like a fucking, like, out of a movie, bro. What the fuck?
birthday in a bar, he was fed up with life and decided to go for a run, something he hadn't done since he was a child. He ran for 30 miles and his life has never been the same since. So how can a relatively unfit man just take off from a bar and run 30 miles straight?
Dude, running changes people, bro. Running makes you, it does make you happy, man. I'm telling you, bro. Dude, if you're watching this right now and you're like the type of person that just wants to run and, like, you haven't, like, really thought of actually doing it, like, I mean, like, you haven't thought of actually, like, doing it, yeah, like, go fucking do it, man. Running is so fun. Yeah, I haven't run personally in a while. Like, just straight up just went for a run in my neighborhood. But it's like, bro, running, that shit is so damn fun, man. Like, it makes you, like, it takes all the problems off your mind, dude. I'm telling you, bro, exercise is, like, exercise makes you happy, man.
While realizing
Like, I don't go to the gym myself, you know, do I plan on it sometime in the future? Probably, yeah. But at the time, like, I'm a skinny dude, so it's like, I kind of just run and do push-ups whenever I feel like it. But it's like, I think going to the gym is something that, like, we all need to do at some point in our life. You know what I mean?
he was different, Dean went to be tested, and it was discovered that he has no lactate
Or just
threshold,
exercise in general.
which is the point in which
Like
carrying
running
on a
shit.
physical activity is painful and unpleasant. No amount of training could raise your lactate level to what was seen in Dean, and he has used this to run some of the toughest endurance challenges on the planet, and performed in extreme temperatures. Yet, he has never experienced the muscle burn or cramps the rest of us do, and no matter how hard he pushes himself, his muscles never seize up. His only limitation is needing to sleep or not having enough food to fuel his body, and this is the only reason he needed to stop running after 3 days straight, because he needed to sleep. For now, Dean continues to defy the limits of the human body and has become an inspirational figure, going from an unhappy man to being voted in the top 100 most influential people in the world.
Number 3.
Bruce Lee.
Bruce Lee, this
There
guy's
has
a
long been a
goat.
belief that Bruce Lee did possess superpowers, and when you look at some of the
Bro, Bruce Lee himself is just a superpower. The name Bruce Lee literally gives me an erection, dude. That motherfucker was like a straight up fucking... This guy was, bro, he knew too much, and that's why they took him out, bro. This guy knew way too much. And this is the same guy that talked about how our subconscious, like, literally believes, like, everything. Like, it's so important to not say negative shit about yourself because your mind believes that. It's true. Your subconscious, bro, like, when you affirm bad shit to yourself, I said it so many times, bro, your subconscious will literally take that as a command and say yes. So it's like, but Bruce Lee, bro, this man was a genius. He knew so fucking much. And, like, he could karate chop or not. He's a boxer, right? He could literally box all of us, bro. And he could send us on the floor crying when our testicles ready to pop out.
the things he could do, he certainly was one of the closest things you can get to a real modern-day superhuman. Despite being only 5 foot 8 inches and weighing 141 pounds, his strength bordered on unheard of. He was able to explode a 100-pound training bag with one sidekick, and had to have a specially made bag weighing a massive 300
This guy
pounds.
wasn't human, bro. He knew too much,
was also
too.
able to open a can of Coke with a finger strike before ring pulls were invented, and could hold a V-sit position for up to 30 minutes.
They
and
took
just
this
look
man
at his
out.
push-ups, he was able to do them with one hand using only his index finger and thumb, and not just one rep, but a few with his nose to the ground. Try it for yourself just to see how insanely hard this is. As well as his superhuman strength, Lee was also lightning quick. It's said that his movements were so fast that they couldn't be caught on camera during his movie filming, so most of his footage had to be slowed down. To try and avoid this, he was asked to slow down when being filmed, but even the slowed down version produced a blur on the camera. If that's not impressive enough, Bruce was known to challenge people to prevent him from taking a coin out of their open hand and returning a different coin by the time they could clench their fist.
This guy was so
Now,
ahead
this
of our
could just be a
time.
rumor, but there is no denying he was faster than almost
This
any
guy's
human
literally,
has ever been.
like, bro, when you think of legend, this guy comes to your mind, bro. And me. No, but this guy definitely comes to, when you think of legend, bro, this guy comes to mind.
But he wasn't just good in front of the camera, he was actually an incredible martial artist first and an actor second. And there were plenty of times where he proved this.
So technically he did
One
do
time
boxing.
during the filming of Enter the Dragon,
right?
an extra found this out after taunting him that he was just a good actor and could not actually fight. After ignoring him for a while, Bruce challenged him, and the man was apparently an excellent fighter, but Bruce toyed around with him for a while until he was bloody and beaten. Another
So he's
time
like
was when a
Rambo
guy
all
had
of a
been
sudden.
taunting Bruce for weeks, saying that his karate...
Dude, nunchucks? Those motherfuckers actually can kill you, bro. Imagine being hit by that shit, dude. Oh,
He was
fuck
better
no.
than Bruce's kung fu. Bruce did not want to fight him, but he kept on, and made a remark that finally made Bruce agree to fight. Those who witnessed it said it lasted 11 seconds.
He had the perfect build too, bro. Like, this is literally the perfect human build. Not too bulked up, not too skinny. This is like just lean, muscular. Like, this is literally the dream body everyone wants. You know what I mean?
And they couldn't believe
I don't
how
know about
skilled
everyone,
Bruce
but
was.
most people. You know what I mean?
Despite training his muscles relentlessly, his mind was also a big part of his superhuman abilities, and we have yet to see anyone who is as well-rounded physically as Bruce Lee was. Like Dean Karnazes, he was voted one of the top 100 most influential people of the 20th century, and despite passing, he continues to inspire many with his incredible skills and philosophy.
His quotes, bro, everything about that guy was legendary.
Superhuman strength.
What the
This
fuck?
next one has always...
That looks Photoshop. Nice try. Look at that Photoshop man right there. That's so not Photoshop.
fascinated me. It's not one single person, but in theory is all of us. Maybe all of us have superhuman qualities that when faced with a life or death situation, we activate.
Come on, bro. I guarantee this fucker literally just... Wait, they probably just towed a car. Or there's some car that was just, like, attached, like, a string or, like, some rope or whatever. And it's, like, pulled. And they just made it seem like he was, like...
It's called hysterical
seriously?
strength, and it's actually kind
Super
of unexplained
baby.
as to where it comes from. A story in 1982 tells the story of Angela Cavallo, a mother who had a case of hysterical strength when her son was pinned under a 1964 Chevy after the jack failed. Without hesitation, she lifted the car up over 4 inches and held it there until neighbours pulled her son to safety. Angela believes she was guided by physical and emotional strength and the power of prayer. A similar event took place in 1988 when Vietnam vets Tiny and Steve were working in Hawaii, and Steve's helicopter experienced mechanical failure and crashed into a ditch. Tiny ran over to help his friend and realised his leg was trapped under the 2,000-pound helicopter. Tiny somehow lifted it off the ground, enabling fellow workers to free Steve's leg, and he escaped with minor injuries. Again, a lady called Mary Payton from Texas was cutting her grass with a riding mower when it took off without her and knocked over her young granddaughter. She was trapped underneath it, and Mary managed to move it off her and prevented any serious damage. Later on in the day, Mary tried moving the mower again, but couldn't. These are just a handful of the many examples where people have somehow mustered up enough superhuman strength far beyond normal human capability.
Oh!
Although these feats have not been studied in detail, it's thought the extra strength comes from an adrenaline rush, although like I said, it's still a bit of a mystery. One thing's for sure, the human body is extraordinary, and when faced with a critical situation, has the ability to immediately prepare to either fight or flight, and in extreme cases, something happens and is responsible for giving people
Steroids.
this superhuman strength.
Number 1.
Master 𝐿𝐤 This next one is one of those stories that no matter how much evidence you are provided with, it's so hard to believe, because it's just unheard of and defies logic. It's the chi powers of Master 𝐿𝐤. Born in 1934 in China, Master Zhou began practicing Tai Chi and Kung Fu from a very early age, under the guidance of his grandfather, and by the age of 16 he was being taught the secrets of Qigong, a Chinese healthcare technique that uses focused intention to build up Qi energy. In his early years, he travelled through China teaching and practicing Qigong and using his healing powers to treat patients. After moving to
Magician, all of a
America,
sudden.
news of his powers triggered interest from scientists and martial arts experts. In particular, they were looking for an explanation for his ability to generate heat up to 200 degrees Fahrenheit through the palms of his hands.
Bro, I think he's a
Master
wizard.
Zhou claims he can accomplish this by channeling his inner Qi, but this is not the only thing he can do. He also seems to have...
Can he, rip my pants open, bro? Can he give me a wedgie? Y'all ever just go to someone, bro, use your force that you learned from Star Wars, go up to someone, do your shotty, give me your titties, please.
have remarkable healing powers, claiming he has the power to dissolve tumours, heal injuries, as well as treat incurable diseases. And he can
Who does this fucker think he is, bro? God? No way this fucker just puts his hand over someone and just heals them. Like, what the fuck?
also perform many stunts that would seem impossible to withstand for a normal human. His powers attract people from all over the world seeking a cure for their illnesses. Some of
Ain't no way this is real. No way this is actually real.
his well-known patients
If this is real, this guy was obviously taken out when he died.
include the Dalai Lama, the LA Lakers basketball team, Olympic athletes, and other celebrities with various problems. Master Zhou is so respected in his native country, he has earned the title Treasure of the Nation.
Is he still alive?
With all of this comes skepticism, but so far neither scientists or martial arts enthusiasts have been able to explain his extraordinary powers. He was even featured on Stan Lee's Superhumans, and they tested everything themselves to prove he is not a trickster. What they saw was Master Joe's heating powers caught on a thermal camera, and vapors could be seen rising from his hands as he channeled his energy.
How, bro?
Master Joe currently has a school and healing clinic in California, and if anyone has ever been, I would love to hear your experience on whether or not he really is a superhuman who can channel his chi to perform these incredible things.
If that's true, that's crazy.
So there's 5 real superhuman...
Well, guys, this video, I hope you guys enjoyed it, guys. Which one of those superhumans amused you the most? Like, let me know in the comments down below. If you guys enjoyed the reaction content, we're actually featured to do. I'll see you next one. Peace!